Yo, coming to the end of 2025, though I'm feeling jolly inside. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gamescades. Today and only today, I wanted to give my big thank you. All right, I just wanted to give a big ol' thank you sort of update video on everything now that the year is ending. So obviously, subscribe to your boy, support the content. If you're watching a video like this, you're probably already subscribed. But I did want to just talk a bit about, reflecting on the year a little bit, maybe talking a little bit about what we can expect in the future, what you guys would like. So let's start first and foremost. Thank you so much for this year's content. I felt like this year, I've been growing on YouTube for a while, and you guys, I've been building an audience here, which has been really nice. It's just fun because for a lot of you that don't know, I'm a Twitch streamer primarily. That is like my main number one, but I have made it like a special project of mine to grow my YouTube, right? And obviously ever since Sonic Frontiers, that's really when things started picking up. And so between the 2022 year of starting to grow, and then 2023 2024 with Superstars and Shadow Gens, and now 2025 with Crossroads, it's felt like I've established myself a lot more here. I feel like people come right away to this channel when there's a new Sonic reaction. I feel like a lot of you come watch the news update videos that I drop. You guys love the content, and it's showing. A lot of my videos perform normally now over 10K, which for me is like incredible. I used to be thankful when a video would hit maybe like 1,000 to 2,000 views. I'd be like, damn, that was a good video for the day. And now a lot of times, the lower amounts are 10,000. So that's pretty fucking awesome. We also hit the milestone of over 75,000 subscribers, which is huge because it does mean we are slowly but surely inching to that big 100K milestone, aka we can get our own YouTube plaque, which I want so badly. So please, obviously if you're watching and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I will try to push people to subscribe more. I'll try to mention it more. I feel like I have not mentioned it enough, because I feel like we got a lot of views on our stuff for the amount we do. But yeah, no, like I said, the videos have been doing better than ever this year, whether it's reactions, whether it's, tier list discussions, all the stuff that we go about with Sonic. And I have no doubt next year with the 35th anniversary, there's going to be a lot of Sonic stuff and even some Nintendo stuff to talk about. So yeah, obviously, first and foremost, thank you so much. And actually at the end of this year, for those of you that have not maybe known, I've started multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So if you guys have noticed, if you don't have the bell on for YouTube, turn it on. I've been streaming on YouTube. I've been trying vertical streams just so they show up on shorts tabs, seeing how that does. But next year I do want to do more horizontal streams on YouTube. That way people are encouraged to become members and continue to support the content there. So that's really good. But of course, first and foremost, I want some feedback, right? I experimented with some stuff this year, right? Like for example, I tried to do a lot more evergreen content, for example, like tier lists and videos where, people can just search it up whenever and go back and find it. I tried to do this thing where instead of just covering news piecemeal, I tried to gather the Sonic news every week or two into one big 30-minute video. That way there's longer content, because I felt like my biggest focus that I wanted this year was I wanted the watch time on the videos to go up, right? And so I didn't want to just pump out daily 8 to 5, 10-minute videos just because there's one piece of news. I was like, all right, unless it's breaking news that I really have to cover, a movie thing drop that I really got to talk about, or a game thing, let me, save, lumps of news and big things into a bigger, longer video, because I know a lot of more people are watching on their TVs nowadays as well, and people are just, wanting to sit down with a podcast style, watch it. So yeah, I tried to experiment with longer style videos. I have started, you guys started noticing it with Crossroads. I tried the collab features, right? I had Penny on as a guest. I had John Cryos, I had Daco. I had, I got to still get Aro. And I've got a few collabs, obviously Sam Procrastinates and Rogers Base. So I tried some stuff there. But I'd love to know, what do you guys want to see from me next year? And I want you guys to be honest with me, right? Don't just say I want to see more of the same. Do you want, do you like when I talk about Nintendo stuff as well? Do you like the discussion videos, like, you know, when I bring a guest over and I yap for 30 plus minutes? Do you like the status quo? Are you cool with things being the same? Do you like just the news videos? Do you want me to do more mod coverage? Am I not doing enough of that? Like, I want to know what direction to head in next year, because I was thinking next year I've been in the mood of trying like games, right? When I mean games, I mean like game shows. Like, for example, like maybe me and Sam try a game like guess the Metacritic score, or like guess the Sonic render, or, you know, continue stuff like when I used to do the Sonic songs out of context, right? I want to do maybe more like silly, fun, random activities like that, because I feel like people really liked it, as opposed to, you know, not people still like what I've been doing this year, but this year I tried to do more stuff like, you know, rankings, right, or, you know, fun experimental videos. But let me know, do you guys want me to do a more minigame style mod showcases? Do you just like when I yap? Do you want more like talk sessions with random guests? Like, please let me know what first and foremost you want to see more from me. And obviously this year with the Switch 2, I covered Nintendo, not like an insane amount, but I did cover, you know, the Nintendo things I felt like people cared about, you know, whether it was Kirby Air Riders, whether it was Mario Kart, whether it was just the Switch 2 at launch, right? I tried to cover the things that I felt like made sense for my audience, because I love Nintendo. That's like a big part of my life. Obviously, I love Dragon Ball, but I think maybe next year I'm going to be able to do a lot more Dragon Ball stuff, because I know in January they're doing that big event where they're like talking about everything in the future of Dragon Ball. So that's something that maybe I'd like to explore. But again, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. And yeah, I mean, what was so cool about this year was just, again, all the opportunities I got. Like, obviously, the big thing of this year was Crossroads, right? Whether it was covering, you know, new DLC trailers announced, whether it was covering Summer Games Fest when I got to go play it, whether it was interviews with literally the Sonic Rumble team in Japan, whether it was literally interviewing Iizuka, getting to play the game early access in New York. Like, I've had great opportunities. I'm really thankful that you guys have gotten me to this position, that you guys trust me. You know, I think a big thing that I take pride in is I feel like a lot of you guys trust me with my thoughts, opinions, because, you know, I'm very hype and positive and stuff, but obviously I'll still say like maybe they could have done this better or that better. So I'm glad you guys are continuing to enjoy that kind of coverage. I got to do that this year. What else did I get to do? I got to go to Japan. That was super cool. I got to, you know, take a little trip Florida, but I was consistently always making content and thinking of ways that I can entertain all of you, right? So I had a pretty happy 2025. I think it is the funnest time I felt this year, you know, and hopefully next year we are going to get big stuff like, you know, 35th anniversary news. I miss, you know what I really miss? I miss that main game coverage, you know, because, you know, a Shadow Gens is cool, right? Obviously it's like kind of a main game, right? And of course we have stuff like Crossroads, which felt like a main game marketing, but I miss that like main game marketing, right? Where we can start speculating, breaking down CG trailers, you know, like, oh, a random news drop, like what can we talk about, Decipher, like all that, you know what I mean? Like that main game Sonic hype, and hopefully we get that. But again, if not, I think people, and you guys could tell me, I think you guys like my personality enough that like there's a lot of subjects and things I could talk about that you guys would really like. Do you guys want me to do more retrospectives? I don't even like, my thing about doing retrospectives and stuff is that I feel like I'd be good at it, but I don't know if I'm as good at that as I am like entertaining like while playing a game or just free flow discussion. You know, I feel like video essays require a lot more like, you know, scripted writing and more intellectual depth thoughts, which like I don't really got that in me. You know, I mean, I got a lot of thoughts. You know, I'm smart at covering stuff and talking about stuff, but I don't know if I have that like the chops that some other styles do. But I would like to do more discussion. Like if anything, like a big inspiration that I've had is like Scott Stash, you know, on his second channel where he just kind of sits and talks about something, which is like a big inspiration for a lot of stuff I do. But yeah, man, I gotta say again, thank you all so much for this year. I really hope we go into next year. Listen, big goal next year. One, I want to get fit. You know what I'm saying? I want to get like really, really fit. This is a really random thing about myself, which is really good. I want to do more member content. I think for now, the member content, if I can start, you know, pre-recording videos and getting a lot more, the member content is basically going to be early access to videos if I have them recorded early. So, you know, maybe like a video that's going to go up the next day will go up early for members and then boom for the world day after. So that'll be pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, I want to do more discussions with people, collaborating with people. I think is a big one. That's something I feel like I've been lacking, and people really like. I mean, I just did ones with Roger and Sam, and people were like, "We want more. We like when you do this," because I feel like I'm pretty good at talking to people. So let me know which guests you would like to see if I do. And yeah, man, I hope you guys had an incredible year. Thank you guys always for the hype, love, subs, and support you guys always give me. And I hope I can continue to be your Sonic guy, because I feel like, it's something that I take, not I take for granted, but sometimes like when people tell me like, "Hey, Fidel, like you got me back into the series," or like, "Hey, I've watched your content endlessly. Like I watch it all year, all the time. You're the guy I look forward to the most when you upload and all that." That, means something to me, and I'll continue to work hard for you guys, to grow the channel. We actually had a bit of a big jump scare for the channel in May when I got hacked for like a week, and that was like horrifying, but thankfully we resolved that. We grew bigger than ever, and yeah, we've been all the way up. So hopefully next year we have an incredible year of coverage. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys would love to see, and happy holidays. Hope you have a great 2025, and I'll see you. The next video should be the Gamescage, my game of the year deliberation, for those that are going to be caring about that. And after that, I probably have a Sonic video lined up that I want to do. So yeah, thank you all for watching. You guys are the best, and of course I'll see you all next time. Peace out.